the one.
Sounds awesome, doesn't it?
It blooming well does. It's got quite a bit of grunt on it as well. Now, you'll be coming out of here an awful lot slower.
Yeah, it's quite bumpy actually when you're in the Formula 1 car.
Yeah. Let's
It's kind of it's quite an awesome arena when you come out of this pit lane, because someone will be flat out around here. You don't know where they are, and you're coming out, you know, trying to give space.
Do you prefer the new Silverstone? The new loop, or the way it used to be?
I think I always liked the old one slightly more, but because it's just I like older things, you know. But it's definitely grown on me over the years, and I think what I've done with it is great. And it's provided really good racing.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
They've given spots for overtaking, which you don't always get in a lot of modern tracks.
No, this is one of the greatest circuits on the calendar. Now everyone asks me, what's your favourite circuit? And I'm always like, well, Monaco, because how narrow it is, it's Monte Carlo, you know. But in all honesty, like, out of the race circuits, this is one of the maybe only of 5 historical Grand Prix circuits that has real history. And you know, I remember my first time here was it 1994, 93.
Yeah.
And I did a go-kart race here. It wasn't for a Grand Prix, but they had a little go-kart race down here with straw bales.
Love it.
I remember crashing into one of them. And then I remember my first race here was Formula Renault.
Yeah.
I came from the back, from 28th or something, and came up. I can't remember where I finished. I think it was a good, decent result. This old part here, you know, I miss Bridge.
Oh.
It's a shame they didn't incorporate Bridge, because Bridge was awesome.
That was a flat out corner, wasn't it?
It was flat out, but it was just cool with the sound and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, now it sucks because you don't have the sound.
You're still miffed about that, the lack of sound.
I'm so upset. I mean, this car has better sound than the one I drive.
So in which case, when we're here, do you hear all the fans when you're
still
coming
can't,
around?
no, because the wind.
Right.
You know, you got all the turbulence. It's all you hear. But yeah, I really love the old Priory and Brooklands. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember what it's called.
This is Luffield.
Luffield.
And into Woodcote.
Yeah, that's it. So when I used to come here with Formula 3, Formula Renault, we'll do it by names. So now every circuit doesn't even have a name. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is one of the circuits that has the name, you know, which I love. And also, when you come through here, you see the fans here. And it's just like, look how big this grandstand is, and it keeps going. This is one of the only circuits that you have that.
Yeah.
And it's packed from Thursday.
From Thursday onwards, absolutely.
You know?
There used to be the old tower here as well, the old Autosport tower for a while. Those commentary boxes. This is where we used to commentate. So in 08, I'd have been commentating from there.
Those boxes up.
Yeah.
I thought the boxes were over here.
Yeah, well,
you know, in those VIP spaces.
they've now got the college. No, those VIPs. That was never the commentary box. That's a media centre.
Oh, really?
We get shunted onto the other side.
Oh, okay.
But you were mega in 08. That was one of your best races ever.
Yeah, that was spectacular. That was. I'm glad they still got the old part of the circuit with cops in, because it's such an iconic corner.
Yeah.
The speed we come here, the problem is people watching could not even comprehend what it's like when you come to here and you go in full power, and sometimes it doesn't work out, so you have to lift. But sometimes you go in and make it all the way. You're like, whoa.
Do you take a big deep breath every time?
I mean, it's insane. I like the old curbs that we still have.
Yeah.
There's always people on this bank. They kind of get a bit neglected, to be honest, because there's loads of people on that side. So.
Now, once upon a time, coming up to Maggotts and Beckett's, you were 3 abreast in GP2 coming up to here. 2 ended up on the grass and you didn't.
I think 1 ended up in the grass, 1 went wide. I think it was something like that. But yeah,
that's still one of the best moves you've ever pulled off.
It was bloody awesome, wasn't it? I mean, think I was flat out right here, and I was all the way over there. These guys and the PK went out through the bollard, which is priceless. Loved that time.
We enjoyed that race. That was cool.
I just love that. I love when you have the opportunity to battle with other cars, you know.
Yeah.
And I think I'd won the previous race, started 8th, and had to come back through. And that was the time that I'm on the Grand Prix circuit, the Formula 1 teams are watching. It's now or never.
Yeah.
To show everything you got to bring all your aces to the game, right. You know. And just that year, for some reason, things went the way they needed to go.
Oh, some things are meant to be.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. This section here is one of my all-time favorites. You know, through Maggotts and Beckett's. The speed through there is just ridiculous. And this is generally where I've made, you know, when I've had pole, this is where times were made in this last section. Through that the last left-hander, then the right-hander onto here, onto the straight.
So you get this right, down Hanger Straight.
2/10 up here, whatever it is. Carry all the way out.
Oh. Come on,
This car sounds amazing.
I'm already doing 100.
We're doing 70 right now.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm already doing 70. Yeah, I forget. And into Stowe.
Into Stowe, and you're over here. You're braking way later than this old sign. I don't know why they have that sign, because you know there's a corner coming up. But you're braking super late and deep into here. The car, you know, you're fully compressed. It's very, very bumpy down here. And again, massive grandstand, so you always see people out there supporting. And one of the greatest things about the characteristics of this old circuit is that there's always wind.
Yeah.
So you have a tailwind. Yeah, it's a literal. So you can see sometimes when you come into here, you have a massive headwind. I think it comes over this way. So you can brake so late and carry so much speed through there. The car's awesome. And then other days you don't have that downforce.
Local knowledge as well.
Yeah, when you go into Brooklands, for example, you brake down, car's on the steering, and all of a sudden you get this headwind. It's still there. It's awesome.
It's a great old scene.
It's a character.
You've won here 4 times now.
Is it? Really?
Yeah, 3 on the bounce. Yeah,
Okay.
and of course, and 08 before that. So you won the last 3, and then it was 2008. We can go and do another lap if you want. I don't mind. I'm not counting.
I think they are. How about we do it and then we finish that?
That sounds fair enough.
This part's probably my least favourite part. This part here.
Is it so slow?
Mickey Mousey, but you've got a great grandstand here.
Whoa. That's a lot more control than I've ever had going through there.
You would hope so.
What was the highlight here? Crowd surfing? Just seeing the fans winning the race?
My highlights have been 2008.
Yeah.
Pole in 2007.
Yeah.
2008 win, and crowd surfing last year. This is a grandstand you see a lot. So when you come through,
so just on the outside of the Vale chicane.
Yeah, come on through Vale, and you see them all standing there.
So anyone there needs a banner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Needs a hammer time banner.
It's just you know, there's nowhere else in the world that you get that. Maybe Monza, you have a decent crowd, but still, it's not the same arena. You know, it's not open, and there's just nothing like British fans.
And the thing about the British fans that I love, look, a lot are here to cheer you on, but a lot are here for Seb, for Kimi, you know, for Jolien, you know, for JB in the past.
I'm really honest, I don't think a lot are here for Seb.
Well, you'd be amazed. Maybe not this year.
It's like, from the feeling I've had, we don't see many Ferraris fans here.
Really?
I don't think I've seen many Ferrari fans here. If they do, they're at the back somewhere.
Okay.
No,
this calls for a banner off now, doesn't it?
No, I don't know. There's a lot of just real racing fans, but they're for the drivers.
But that's the good thing. You get appreciation. Everyone gets appreciation.
Yeah.
And you know that if they're pleased with you, you've done a damn good day's work.
Yeah, definitely. I think they come out for a great weekend. But I think there are. It feels to me like 98% hardcore Brits, and they want a Brit to win.
Absolutely.
If that's the feeling, but if so maybe it's less, but I doubt it. Yeah, there's a lot of British fans here.
So as we stop then, 3 in a row. Do we have 4 in a row for this year? You got the car to do it?
Well, now I know I have four wins,
Yeah.
which I actually didn't realise I had 4 wins. I've got to get more. I've got to make it 5. Is it my 10th year? 11th year?
11th year.
Yeah, definitely got to get that. I just hope that, I think by here, the car will be fantastic when we come here. There's a big push right now. I've just come from the factory, so they're pushing for the upgrade for this race.
Brilliant.
And there's always a big push, and this is also where a lot of the team get to come, because it's only 15 minutes away.
Exactly.
So yeah, and it's crazy to think. I basically have a certain amount of shots at this win, this track, and obviously I've nearly won half of the shots that they've had, and you know, want to keep that going, because you know, I could have 7 more shots, or I could have 2 more shots. Who knows?
But if you only got one shot, you got to do it.
Exactly. Got to make every single one count, man.
Thanks for the lap, dude.